Hey everybody, I just filed a massive article about AI payments, and I figured I'd share some highlights with you because I don't know when it's going to run, but the news is happening right now as we speak, and it's going to be another major shift in the role AI plays in, well, shopping. I'm Maria Korolov. I'm a technology journalist. I cover enterprise AI, and I have been doing this for way too long. Uh, AI payments. I covered the original dot-com boom because I'm an old person. And back then, when PayPal came out and other online payment systems came out, that was like a big deal. And I remember writing about this and talking to PayPal about like everything that they were doing. And it was very dramatic to how important the internet would become to have payment systems online. And I mean, you could argue whether it's a good or bad thing. Like before, you know, internet was more like educational and informational, right? And then after that, it became like economic engine. The same thing's happening with AI right now. All the major payment processing companies and other companies in that universe have agreed on sets of agentic payment standards. Not the same standards. There's like several different standards out there that are competing with each other, but everyone's pretty much on board with all of them. We're waiting to see which of those standards actually shake out, but they're all open so you can support multiple standards. We have standards from Google, we have standards from OpenAI, we have standards from Visa, we have standards from MasterCard. Everybody's rolling out their standards. They're interoperable. They're all built on top of MCP, which is Model Context Protocol, which Anthropic invented over a year ago, and that has basically swept the industry. Everyone jumped on board. All right, so Model Context Protocol lets an AI talk to a system that's not AI, like a database or a tool of some kind that it can use. So an MCP server is put in front of that database, is put in front of that information source, and now the AI can talk to it. So you can put an MCP server in front of a payments platform, and an AI agent can talk to it. Very big deal because now agents can make purchases on your behalf. So, say for example, I want to buy a dress that doesn't make me look fat, right? It's a top priority for everybody out there who wears dresses. So you might Google, what's a slimming dress? And Google will show you a bunch of articles about dresses that make you look good. And you would go to those articles or those videos, and they would have links to dresses. And then you would follow those links to Amazon or whatever other website where you go to look for dresses. And then you might read the reviews and compare some of these dresses and finally make a decision and order a couple of them. And then they come to your house and you try them on, right? So the way the AI would work is you would ask the AI, well, you know everything there's to know about me because, you've been spilling all your secrets to the AI. It's got pictures of you, right? It knows what you look like. It knows what you weigh, right? And you say, okay, you know what I like to wear. You know what my style is. Figure out a dress that's going to look good on me and it's going to make me look thinner, right? And so now the AI is evaluating all of these things. It goes out on the internet and searches all these websites. It figures out what styles will make your body shape look good and what price ranges like you like to shop for and what colors look good on you and all these other things, right? And then it finds the best sites with the best products and um, And then it goes and it buys you like two or three of the best things in your size and they get delivered to your house. So that's the end goal. In practice, today, it's probably going to stop at the point where it figures out the two or three best things. And then it will say, here are the two or three best things. You can click through and buy them yourself, or I can buy them for you. And you would say, yes, buy this one for me, but not this one. And then it would ask for your confirmation. It would show you the purchase page for it. So you can confirm their amounts and the delivery times and sizes and everything. And then you would say, yes, that's good. And then it would place the order. So that's how it's working right now. And it is already out there. It's already causing problems, obviously. So that's agentic payments. And to make this happen, all these different websites and systems and AI chatbots have to be able to talk to each other and have to be able to put the orders through. All right, now from here on, I'm going to get a little bit more technical. So you feel free to drop off. But if you care about how this works in the back end, I'm going to tell you. So there's two ways that an AI agent can buy something for you. One way is to pretend to be you. It will literally go on that website. It will log into the website. It will find the product. It will create a shopping cart by following the links and clicking on the buttons and set everything up and do all those things as if it was like human. And the other way it can do that is it can go to a website that has one of these MCP powered front ends that's standards based, where instead of going through all the steps on the website, it talks directly to the company's back end, to its own agents, and their AIs and your AI talk to each other, talk to each other, and figure all this stuff out. So it's like a more direct back end integration, and both of those things are happening. And each of those things has its own issues and problems. So when it pretends to be you on a website, it's acting like a bot. Well, because it is a bot. That's what bots do, is they go onto a website and pretend to be humans. And a lot of websites don't like it and block those bots. And so if you sell stuff online and you block all bots, then these agents can't come and shop on your website, which that might be fine with you. Or you might want the agents to come and shop on your website, in which case you want to open the front door to the good bots and keep the bad hacking bots out. Because everything that a good agent can do, a bad agent can do as well, and have fraud and, all the other bad things, right? So you want to keep those bad agents out. You want to let the good agents in. And there's a whole infrastructure around that too. There's something called Know Your Agent, KYA. And it's kind of like not so much a standard as much of a philosophy. And there's a few vendors that put a stamp of approval on agents, and developers get this kind of stamp from that security vendor. Then that security vendor talks to the vendors who provide security for merchant websites, and they approve or not approve particular agents to be allowed to scrape, the website and pretend to be human or not. And that's like a huge giant infrastructure that has been built just literally over the past couple months. It's absolutely insane how fast it is moving. And like I said, I've covered this since the .com era. And this is moving extremely fast. There's so many industry pieces that have to come together to make this work. And they're all coming together at once. So if you go for the pretending to be human and walking around your website kind of thing, and if you're a retailer, you don't have to do anything. The AI just visits your website and does everything. The only thing you have to do is to let the agent in And that's where you talk to your security provider and you say, this is okay with me. You can let the Google agent in, but not the ChatGPT agent. And I'm okay with the Perplexity agent, but not this agent. So you can pick and choose among agents. There's and then there's the ones that work on the back end, where it's more direct integration, and and then there's some that do whatever's available, right? Amazon has an AI agent called Rufus that will do these things for you on the Amazon website. So you can say, find me a dress that makes me look good, and it will find you a dress that fits all your requirements based on what it knows about you. A Rufus can also search the web and find merchants that are not on Amazon and maybe don't want to be on Amazon, scrape their websites, find dresses for you, and then purchase stuff for you on your behalf on those other websites. Very problematic. Some merchants are very upset about this because Amazon didn't ask their permission before scraping their websites, and because these agents make mistakes. So the merchants are complaining that the Amazon AI is listing products that don't exist, or they have incorrect information, or they have weird AI generated images with them that have nothing to do with the actual product, and that the order is placed, then the merchant has to like figure out what to do with this bad order. They don't get the direct customer email address. It just says that this order came from this AI agent. They can't add the customer to the mailing list. They can't interact with the customer directly. Only thing they can do is cancel the order, and then the customer's mad at the merchant for like not fulfilling the order. Uh, and and sometimes merchants have suppliers who don't want that merchant to sell their stuff on Amazon. And they might have agreements to that effect. And now, without like them knowing what's happening at all or having anything to do with it, all of a sudden their products are showing up on Amazon where they're not supposed to be showing up. So it could create a whole bunch of problems for them. And so that's happening, and that's kind of working its way through. Shopify supports all of this. So if you use Shopify on your website, there's a good chance that all your products are now discoverable by AI agents. So you might want to look into what you're allowing, what you're not allowing via Shopify. Yeah, so it's crazy. Obviously, it can be very useful for customers to have this if it works, and eventually it will work well enough for everybody to start using it. If you're a company, this might be useful because you get new customers. But on the other hand, you no longer have a direct relationship with those customers. The AI system, ChatGPT or Google Gemini or whoever it is, has that relationship with the customer. That AI now knows the customer's preferences and their favorite colors and their sizes and everything else. Not you, the merchant. You have been disintermediated. And if your website has all these fancy bells and whistles, your customers will never see it. And the AI agent won't care. And so now everything becomes commoditized because the agent is only looking at the prices. It's looking at sizes and fits and delivery windows, the stuff that the customer wants to see, not for everything, not to everything else, right? So you might have on your website this beautiful story of how you became a knitter and why your dress is so meaningful and has this whole story associated with it, and the AI will just ignore all that. But that's how you get the added value is because of that personal relationship with your customer, and now it's gone. You lose opportunities to upsell and cross sell and sell matching shoes and all these other things. So it's going to be very, very problematic for merchants once agentic commerce becomes more dominant. And it's something that all merchants have to start thinking about now because it's already happening now. The AI agents are already out there making purchases for people and causing problems for companies. It's already happening. It's not theoretical. It's actually out there right now, and it's absolutely insane how fast it moved. And if you're a merchant, this this is something that you're going to have to pay really strong attention to. You're going to have to figure out how to develop and maintain customer relationships when the customer's primary interaction with shopping becomes their AI assistant. Like, what do you do? Yeah. So, yeah, crazy times. We're living in absolutely crazy times. If you're a merchant, definitely pay attention to this. I'll add a link to my story once it goes live. I don't know when that's going to be. It's going to be on CIO Magazine. Um, but yeah, you guys got a little preview of it. That's happening out there right now. And I'll probably writing more about it as the story continues to develop. But yeah, crazy, crazy times. All right, if you have any specific questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.